Elon Musk ignites a massive Shiba Inu Coin rally with a tweet. The cryptocurrency market is soaring, and a single tweet from Elon Musk aided in propelling a coin to the moon. Elon Musk has once again demonstrated the strength of a single tweet. Tesla CEO Elon Musk shared a text art image of the adorable Japanese dog Shiba Inu cryptocurrency with a rocket ship, cryptocurrency slang for to the moon. The exclamation point is used when cryptocurrency prices skyrocket. Mr. Musk's tweet undoubtedly pushed the cryptocurrency in the right direction, as it surged 21% following his intervention. Additionally, the price of Flocky Inu has increased significantly. Mr. Musk responded with a tweet that read, "I've considered it and I'm not sorry for party rockin'." Shiba, created in 2020 by the enigmatic Ryoshi, began as a parody cryptocurrency based on the Doge meme. Shiba experienced a significant price spike in May, reaching $0.00004938 Australian dollars, before falling sharply again. Earlier this month, Elon Musk was also credited with pumping the coin via a tweet. It comes as Bitcoin nears its all-time high price. On Monday, it was listed at $84,091 Australian dollars and 93 cents. It peaked at $84,879 Australian dollars and 65 cents in April of this year. Bitcoin has had a bumpy year, with prices plummeting in May following Mr. Musk's announcement that Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin as payment. Tesla Motors CEO cited environmental concerns regarding Bitcoin mining in announcing the change. Chinese authorities' repeated crackdowns have also harmed the market. However, cryptos have surged across the board this week on reports that the US regulator will approve a Bitcoin futures exchange-traded fund. According to Bloomberg, the Securities and Exchange Commission is set to approve the first US Bitcoin futures ETF next week, a step that crypto investors believe is critical to gaining more widespread adoption among the investing public. According to Forbes, bullish crypto investors are forecasting a ludicrously strong rally through the remainder of 2021. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the broader crypto market are likely to have an absurdly strong fourth quarter, and I predict we will see new all-time highs across the board by 2022, Bitcoin Center NYC's Nick Spano stated. Traders closely follow Elon Musk's tweets. This week, his fortune soared. He has surpassed Bill Gates as the world's richest person, with an estimated net worth of $230 billion. That makes him more valuable than Bill Gates and Warren Buffett put together. He marked the occasion with a cheeky message, a silver medal emoji, to his rival, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. What is new in the world of cryptocurrency? Salman Khan, a popular Bollywood actor, is a brand ambassador for a non-fungible token, NFT, mobile application. These tokens track the ownership of a creative asset via distributed ledger technology, or blockchain. They are exchangeable on a global platform such as Ethereum. Dinesh Karthik, an Indian cricketer, created a digital asset from video of the last ball six he hit against Bangladesh 3 years ago to win a trophy for India. On YouTube, the video received 212 million views. This token is being auctioned. The popularity of cryptocurrency assets continues to grow. The market exceeded $2.5 trillion in early May before falling 40% and then recovering to $2.1 trillion by September 2021, according to the International Monetary Fund's Global Financial Stability Report released last week. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund hold their annual meetings in October. All of the world's greatest economic minds discuss and debate the global economy's future. Both global institutions publish data on the state of the world economy and potential risks to future growth. This column has always argued for taking a broad view of events. Your research should begin with the reports released last week by the two institutions. It does not get any more significant than the two institutions' analysis. The macroeconomic aspects are receiving considerable media attention. Global growth is expected to slow, and the global economy faces significant inflation risks. If you begin to use crypto assets in place of currency, you are contributing to a potential threat to an economy's financial stability, according to the IMF report. The International Monetary Fund's Global Financial Stability Report released last week highlights risks associated with the spread of crypto assets. Fiscal risks to governments and systemic risks to the financial system are two examples. Threats to fiscal policy may also intensify, the IMF report stated, citing the potential for crypto assets to facilitate tax evasion. This could have a detrimental effect on the government's finances due to the loss of tax revenue. There is a strong possibility that money will be withdrawn from traditional equity or bond markets. This could have an effect on the currency markets. Additionally, the report argues that, despite a significant increase in the value of crypto assets, returns are less impressive when volatility is factored in. The performance is comparable to that of the leading technology companies in the United States or the S&P 500. Cryptoization is a new term for the process by which crypto assets are adopted. According to the IMF report, increased usage may impair central banks' ability to conduct effective monetary policy. A primary reason for cryptography or for people to adopt crypto assets could be the central bank's lack of credibility. A central bank, such as the Reserve Bank of India, is responsible for monitoring the money supply in an economy in order to contain inflation. In emerging economies, on the other hand, inflation can spiral as banks keep interest rates low to stimulate faster growth. Banking systems are vulnerable in a number of countries as a result of reckless lending and non-performing assets. The public has a low level of confidence in the banking system. Inefficient payment systems and restricted access to financial services may also be contributing to the rise in popularity of crypto assets. Many investors prefer crypto assets such as stablecoin or others because they have a low correlation to other assets. They justify it by claiming that it is diversifiable. Additionally, the IMF report notes that the correlation between these crypto assets and several key asset classes has increased significantly during recent market stress episodes, for example, the COVID-19 sell-off in 2020. The diversification benefit may also diminish over time if institutional investors continue to be impacted by common factors, it adds. What this phrase means to you. The temptation to make quick money is always present. However, it is critical to be aware of the dangers. Nobody can prevent you from taking calculated risks. The critical point is to be aware of the difficulties you may face if the global financial system undergoes significant change. Diversification of risk is a prudent strategy. However, it may be prudent to reserve only a portion of your capital for new wages. 5 strategies for investing your cryptocurrency gambling winnings. In recent years, gambling with cryptocurrency rather than fiat money has become popular. Of course, nothing makes gambling worthwhile except the possibility of winning large sums of money. Nonetheless, Not everyone is aware of how to locate the best ETH casinos or invest cryptocurrency earned through gambling. The details that follow will teach you about new ways to invest your crypto casino winnings. What is cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency gambling? Simply put, cryptocurrency is a form of payment that can be made through online crypto exchanges without the involvement of a third party. It was created to eliminate the need for a third party, the bank, allowing consumers to conduct transactions, make purchases, and pay for items using a mobile application on their smartphones. Cryptocurrency is intended to be a decentralized, digital, and secure medium of exchange. Additionally, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies are supported by blockchain technology. Numerous casino gamblers are constantly on the lookout for platforms that allow them to invest their winnings safely. Cryptocurrency enables casino players to not only save, but also purchase items. Crypto gambling is identical to traditional gambling, except that players wager with cryptocurrency rather than fiat currency. Cryptocurrency investing has taken the world by storm after demonstrating an almost infinite profit potential. However, due to the fact that Bitcoin investing is a relatively new phenomenon with little regulation, many casino players fear the worst. While this has scared away many risk-averse traders, there are now more safe investment options available than ever before. Consider investing in gold-backed cryptocurrencies. Gold-backed cryptocurrencies, also known as digital gold, are widely regarded as safe investments due to their link to deflationary gold. As with other stablecoins, each token represents a specific amount of gold. In most cases, a single token is equivalent to 1 gram of gold. The issuing corporation maintains an equal amount of gold in a safe deposit box, which may be exchanged at any time for the investor's tokens. Customers can purchase these coins directly from the website of a dealer or via a cryptocurrency exchange. Purchase well-known coins from a reputable exchange. Despite its volatility, investing in small amounts of well-known cryptocurrency via a reputable exchange is one of the most secure ways to invest in cryptocurrency. Exchanges earn money by charging fees for coin usage. Nonetheless, due to the high volume of traders who connect to many exchanges, transactions are swift. The only disadvantage is that you must decide which coins to acquire and which cryptocurrency exchange is best suited to your investment goals. Diversification is critical for any investment, and diversifying your holdings across multiple currencies may prove to be a less risky strategy. While many punters are aware of gambling scams, scams on exchanges such as Coinbase and Kraken are extremely rare. Additionally, customers will have a large selection of coins to choose from at these exchanges. Exchange-traded fund on the blockchain, ETF. ETFs were created to simplify investing in a portfolio of assets by making it as simple as purchasing a single asset. As a result of their pooled nature, these investments mitigate some of the risk associated with investing in a volatile asset. In some instances, you can trade futures and options based on the performance of Ether, Bitcoin, and other well-known cryptocurrencies via blockchain ETFs. For example, the Bitwise 1 private index fund is focused on the Bitwise 10 large cap crypto index, which is comprised of well-known cryptocurrencies. Acquire stocks in cryptocurrency-related businesses. Predicting the future of cryptocurrencies is nearly impossible because nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. Despite this, a growing number of businesses and casino players are investing in cryptocurrencies. Traders can invest safely in reputable organizations that facilitate cryptocurrency payments and transactions, as there is no shortage of companies offering these opportunities. PayPal, Shopify, Salesforce.com, and MasterCard are just a few notable companies. While these equities are not direct investments in cryptocurrency, they protect investors from the risks associated with digital currency. Due to the inventiveness of these companies, it is likely that their stock will continue to rise regardless of the technology they use. If cryptocurrencies take off, companies that were instrumental in their development will almost certainly benefit first in the coming years. Make use of financial applications. Using a mobile or desktop wallet to store your coins can be extremely beneficial, and not just for purchasing the latest item. You can begin investing in it, earning more money, and assimilating to this new technological culture that will soon pervade our daily lives. Robinhood, a well-known investment app, recently added cryptocurrencies to its list of possible assets. Robinhood is a cryptocurrency investment app that allows users to trade Bitcoin SV, BSV, Bitcoin, BTC, Ethereum Classic, ETC, Ethereum, ETH, Litecoin, LTC, and other cryptocurrencies commission-free. The platform itself facilitates investment, though it only provides limited functionality for individuals interested in purchasing and selling products using cryptocurrencies. Additionally, Square's launched a Cash App, which functions similarly to a cashback card. It enables clients to recoup Bitcoin from transactions. This program provides a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for users who already earn cash back or other points on purchases to begin accumulating Bitcoin coins with little to no effort. Cryptocurrencies, which can be compared to a variety of innovative and secure assets, continue to offer a bright future for casino players. Local cryptocurrency startups continue to receive funding. Investors are lining up to invest in companies operating in India's cryptocurrency and blockchain space. Domestic crypto and blockchain startup risk funding increased to $587.16 million as of October 17, up from $37 million the previous year, according to data shared with ET by industry tracker Tracecan. The majority of capital has come from international investors looking to capitalize on India's large customer base by investing in companies with significant traction, according to industry participants. We are in the midst of a macroeconomic bull market rally. There is a significant amount of capital available on the sidelines for high-traction firms. Additionally, there is a high level of liquidity. For example, the Coinbase listing in April generated new wealth that is looking for new places to be deployed, said Joel John, an investor at digital asset venture capital firm LedgerPrime. CoinDCX and CoinSwitch Kuber, India's two new crypto unicorns, have raised nearly 60% of the capital raised this year. Indian investors are also developing plans for dedicated cryptocurrency funds and experimenting with various investments. According to industry sources, a few venture capital firms are in the process of establishing India-focused blockchain and cryptocurrency funds with a corpus size of $50 million. Elevation Capital, which has backed Paytm and Swiggy, is investing heavily in cryptocurrency and blockchain this year. It has completed a number of transactions in the areas of crypto investing, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and gaming, as well as decentralized finance, according to a spokesperson. Additionally, it has a dedicated team and expert group focused on cryptocurrency and intends to remain active in this space. This year, Sequoia India increased its investment in CoinSwitch Kuber by participating in a round and investing in CoinShift, a cryptocurrency treasury management platform. According to John of LedgerPrime, bullish international investors are not reckless and are taking calculated risks by exposing a small portion of their overall portfolio. For example, Silicon Valley venture capital firm Andreessen Horowitz recently entered India by investing $80 million in cryptocurrency platform coin Switch Kuber, which is valued at $1.9 billion. The firm manages a crypto fund 3 with a market capitalization of approximately $2.2 billion. Additionally, retail and institutional investors have flocked to the crypto industry in droves. According to a recent report by Chain Analysis, a New York-based blockchain data platform, India has emerged as one of the world's fastest-growing cryptocurrency markets. Large institutional transfers worth more than $10 million in cryptocurrency account for 42% of transactions sent from India-based addresses, compared to 28% in Pakistan and 29% in Vietnam, it said. These figures imply that India's cryptocurrency investors are affiliated with larger, more sophisticated organizations. The increase occurred against the backdrop of regulatory uncertainty in India and speculation about a possible ban earlier this year. However, the government has sent several encouraging signals that have shifted the conversation away from a ban. In comparison to 9 months ago, we now have multiple Indian crypto unicorns and significant traction for Web 3.0 in the Indian tech space, Balaji Srinivasan, the former chief technology officer of global cryptocurrency giant Coinbase, told ET. I envision Web 3.0 becoming as pervasive in Indian technology as Web 2.0 was in American technology. Web 3.0 is how technology leaves Silicon Valley and puts India, and the rest of the world, on an equal footing. India now has the opportunity to leapfrog all legacy technology players by developing Web 3 versions of social media, messaging, and finance. Web 3.0 is the term used to refer to the next generation of internet-based services for websites and applications. Tanvi Ratna, CEO of think tank Policy 4.0, stated that the year 2021 marked a sea change in terms of industry maturity. The primary reason the crypto industry has grown is that there was no ban in March, which was so close to happening, she explained. The government has also expressed optimism recently, indicating that the fund is on the lookout for exceptional entrepreneurs developing projects that address significant issues, according to Pratik Podar, principal at Nexus Venture Partners. Because the technology is new, no pre-existing framework can be used. However, there have been some encouraging signs. As a result, it is acceptable for investors to invest and assist regulators in developing the appropriate framework, Podar said. Ethereum price prediction: is it possible for Ethereum to reach $4,000 in October? Ethereum appears to be on track for a breakout month, as it consolidated over the weekend just below its current resistance range of $3,900. As Crypto Potato previously reported, the second largest cryptocurrency could retest the key support level of $3,600 before breaking its current record high of $4,380. Ethereum may reach $4,000 by the end of October as a result of this. However, some indicators have indicated a significant pullback in the price of ETH, which may quell flaming expectations. A brief depreciation is anticipated. Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies may be impacted by a typically declining trading volume and the anticipated volatility associated with the potential launch of Bitcoin Futures Exchange Traded Funds, ETF, trading. Similarly, a declining relative strength index, RSI, particularly on a 4-hour timeframe, may indicate this temporary reversal. Additionally, the Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD, indicator was found to be bearish, reinforcing the ETH bias towards retesting support in order to achieve further price increases. Despite these indicators, bullish sentiment towards Ethereum continues to prevail. However, the price of Ethereum may retest the critical support level of $3,600 before attempting to break all-time highs. As such, Crypto Potato anticipates a near-term correction. As a result, the performance of ETH at the start of the week may provide insight into its future direction. By Sunday night, Ethereum had increased 0.52% in a 24-hour period to $3,851.09, according to CoinDesk. Ethereum's current consolidation in the $3,600 to $3,900 range is expected to continue until it makes a historic run towards a record-breaking month. This retest of support may be necessary for bullish traders to regain the confidence necessary to propel ETH above $4,000. Ethereum is seen as the next cryptocurrency to feature an exchange-traded fund, ETF, following Bitcoin. While ETH is benefiting from this favorable sentiment, analysts believe Ethereum will be the second cryptocurrency after Bitcoin to receive an ETF listing. They believe it is only a matter of time until the Ethereum ETF is launched. Lark Davis, a cryptocurrency investor, stated in an FX Empire report that he is bullish on the possibility, noting how Ethereum's price had been pumping in the aftermath of the Bitcoin ETF. The Wolf of Wall Street, a cryptocurrency investor and trader, also predicted in the FX Empire report that the ETH ETF will eventually become available. Their forecasts come as cryptocurrency investment firms ramp up their efforts to establish an Ethereum exchange-traded fund. Several of these firms, including Van Eck and ProShares, which manages the Bitcoin Strategy ETF, have applied to regulators for approval to launch their own Ethereum Futures ETF. However, these firms quickly abandoned their plans, leaving other Ethereum ETF applications pending with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), based on Ethereum spot market prices. FX Empire added in its report that this includes applications from Crypto-in Investment Advisors and Gemini Trust Company. The prospect of an Ethereum ETF is hardly implausible, given the token's 18.4% market cap dominance on CoinMarketCap. Its price has risen more than 400% year-to-date as a result of the increased use of decentralized finance, DeFi, applications and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, traded on the blockchain. Malaysian police charge and seize illegal crypto miners to avoid fees. While police attempted to locate the owner, they reported that since February, the location had mined approximately $184,000 in cryptocurrency, or $44,252 at the time of press. The report did not specify whether the cryptocurrency in question was Bitcoin or a combination of coins. Malaysia is well known for its zealous stewardship of its electrical resources. Authorities in the state of Sarawak recently arrested 2 operators of an illegal crypto mining operation, according to a local news publication. Additionally, the news source reported that Sarawak experienced another instance of electricity theft that resulted in the seizure of 1,200 mining rigs. Among other items, the police seized 90 mining rigs. Notably, the investigation charges centered on the Sarawak Electrical Ordnance. Strong movements. Bitcoin is not considered legal tender by Malaysia's central bank, but the coin is unregulated. While Bitcoin mining is not illegal in Malaysia, those who steal electricity or tamper with power cables face stiff penalties. In Malaysia, electricity is relatively inexpensive, with 1 kilowatt-hour costing approximately $0.053 for households in March, compared to $0.150 in the United States. However, Because Bitcoin mining requires a lot of power, illegal miners frequently drain electricity from public lines, resulting in blackouts or even fire accidents. Nonetheless, crypto mining continues despite the crackdown. Malaysia's share of the average monthly hash rate increased from 3.25% in September 2019 to 5.39% in July 2021, according to the Cambridge Bitcoin Electricity Consumption Index. This figure, however, fell to 4.59% in August 2021. Even so, there is no way to account for regulatory distinctions. Malaysian authorities seized 1,069 illegal Bitcoin mining rigs in July and ran over more than $1 million in hardware with a steamroller. Taking this into consideration, the decline in hashrate share makes sense. It's worth noting that the USA's share of the average monthly hash rate was 4.20% in August last year, less than Malaysia's share this August. Creating change. While Malaysian authorities may be protective of their electrical infrastructure, the country's central bank is a participant in Project Dunbar. The BIS Innovation Hub is a collaboration between the Reserve Bank of Australia, Bank Negara Malaysia, the Singapore Monetary Authority, and the South African Reserve Bank. The institutions, led by the BIS Innovation Hub Singapore Centre, are developing a platform to facilitate cross-border remittances using multiple CBDCs. Bitcoin price is on the verge of breaking the $63,000 barrier. Why? This is the first time since April that the cryptocurrency has exceeded $60,000. Bitcoin has resurfaced. For the first time in 6 months, the original cryptocurrency exceeded the $60,000 mark over the weekend, briefly reaching $62,600. Bitcoin is currently trading at $62,300, close to its all-time high of $64,800 set on April 14th. The increase was precipitated by Friday's announcement by the Securities and Exchange Commission that it will approve Bitcoin futures exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Bitcoin futures allow investors to speculate on the price of Bitcoin without actually purchasing any of the cryptocurrency, and are therefore theoretically less volatile than investing directly in Bitcoin. Futures contracts bind investors to purchase or sell a commodity at a specified price and on a specified date. For instance, you could make a 5-year commitment to purchase 1 Bitcoin for $100,000. You would have profited if the price of a Bitcoin was $200,000 on that date. You would have lost money if the price of a Bitcoin was $50,000 on that date. A futures ETF is qualitatively distinct from the standard exchange-traded fund for which Bitcoin enthusiasts have lobbied. A traditional exchange-traded fund, ETF, provides investors with exposure to the underlying asset, in this case Bitcoin, whereas a futures ETF allows investors to speculate on the asset's price. Previously, policymakers stated that cryptocurrencies are too susceptible to fraud and manipulation to be approved for ETFs backed by actual Bitcoins. Regardless, the mere fact that cryptocurrencies are being integrated into the SEC's regulatory framework was sufficient to boost Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, the most widely used cryptocurrency, has increased by 13% in the last week. It is currently selling for $3,847, not far from its all-time high of $4,168 set on May 11th. Bitcoin's price began to rocket last September, rising from just under $12,000 at the start of the month to more than $60,000 by April. A wave of negative news in May, including Elon Musk's withdrawal of blanket support for Bitcoin and China's crackdown on cryptocurrency services. Bitcoin fell below $30,000 for a brief period in July. A Mexican company introduces COVID-19 test certificates powered by blockchain. MDs Mexico, a provider of medical services, is utilizing blockchain technology to combat the forgery of COVID-19 tests in the Latin American country. After nearly 2 years, the COVID-19 crisis panic appears to be dissipating. However, governments worldwide are still looking for tools to contain its spread and allow their citizens to return to normal life. A Mexican company is utilizing blockchain technology to increase the reliability of COVID-19 diagnostic tests. The company is utilizing cryptography and the blockchain's real-time auditability to prevent counterfeiting and fraud. COVID-19 containment through decentralized technology. According to Hispanic news outlet iProop, medical services company MDs has launched a rapid test application and interpretation service, as well as home PCR sample collection for COVID-19. The results are delivered physically and digitally 24 hours later and will be certified using blockchain technology to ensure in real time that the test was applied correctly and that the results were authentic. According to the company's website, MDs generates a unique hash associated with each test result and a QR code that links to a digital certificate containing personal information about the person who took the test, the results obtained, the physician responsible for administering the test, and the date the test was taken. To prevent the falsification of negative results, we began certifying SARS-CoV-2 detection tests using blockchain technology and a cryptographic signature, which encrypts the data and stores it in a unique, immutable, and unalterable QR code that can be verified globally. Pro-blockchain, anti-Bitcoin Mexico. Mexico is one of the Latin American countries where blockchain technology has been applied in non-monetary applications. For instance, the local Congress of Quintana Roo in Cancun, Mexico, experimented with the Avalanche blockchain to digitize the local public administration's records. The project was completed successfully in March at a cost of 600,000 Mexican pesos, $290,000. The Congress, however, decided not to renew the contract the following week, claiming that the use of blockchain was overqualified for the legislative branch's needs. For example, the costs outweighed the benefits. Similarly, the National Chamber of Commerce, Canaco, of Querétaro, Mexico, had previously announced the availability of a digital vaccination passport in collaboration with the blockchain company Certify, which would allow residents to digitize their physical certificates issued by authorities for a fee of approximately 400 pesos. However, when it comes to finance, authorities do not support the use of cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin. The country's central bank has already halted an initiative by Banco Azteca's president to offer Bitcoin compatibility and taken action against 12 cryptocurrency exchanges for alleged links to criminal cartels. Even as recently as last week, the country's president ruled out Bitcoin as legal tender. Thus, for the time being, in Mexico, the financial and blockchain revolutions will take two very different paths. Can Dogecoin and other meme coins continue to perform well in the cryptocurrency market? Meme coins have evolved into alternative cryptocurrencies in the modern era. Their increasing popularity indicates a shift away from a light-hearted investment and towards a more serious one. Other meme coins have risen to compete with mainstream cryptocurrencies as a result of Dogecoin's DOGE increased acceptance. And other meme coins arouse investor suspicion. Many cryptocurrency enthusiasts wonder if they, like BTC and ETH, can withstand the test of time. Meanwhile, Dogecoin continues to soar. Additionally, the Dogecoin Foundation recently added a new board of directors, which is expected to increase the value of Doge. Finally, the directors will assist in running the Doge projects, thereby increasing the company's market capitalization above the current $40 billion. This follows the 2014 dissolution of the foundation. Dogecoin's market capitalization stands at $7 billion as of today. Dogecoin established the precedent for over 150 other cryptocurrency-themed memes, including Shiba Inu, SHIB, Kishu Inu, and Doge Killer, Leash. Dogecoin's price increased by over 6,000% in 2021, despite warnings from some critics against investing. Factors that could affect Memecoin's success. Numerous crypto analysts have resisted being swayed by the popularity of certain coins due to their flaws. To begin, they noted that the majority of Memecoins lack a well-defined business model. As a result, predicting which Memecoins will succeed and achieve Dogecoin's longevity is difficult. Second, some have claimed that Memecoins lack intrinsic value. As a result, crypto scammers will find it easy prey. This means that scammers can create new cryptocurrency, raise awareness, and then profit from it. Thirdly, as the number of Memecoins grows, it becomes more difficult for crypto exchanges to determine which coins are fraudulent. As a result, many investors are becoming fearful of investing. Finally, unlike mainstream cryptocurrencies such as ETH, which invest their energy in blockchain development, run DeFi smart contracts, and solve problems, Memecoins are completely useless. Fourthly, another impediment is the lack of a known leader for the majority of the coins. For example, the inventor of Shiba Inu, SHIB, is unknown, which is unusual for any crypto project, with the possible exception of the well-known Dash. What makes Memecoins so irresistible? Despite the issues with Memecoins mentioned previously, a few of the coins continue to soar and even increase in value. Dogecoin, DOGE, is trading at $0.2384 at the time of this press. Additionally, Shiba Inu, SHIB, is available for purchase at a price of $0.00002559. In summary, Dogecoin, DOGE, and a few other meme coins have won the hearts of many and are likely to do so in the future. As a result, the entire world is watching to see which way these coins take. Particularly Dogecoin, whose developers recently announced the establishment of a new foundation. Perhaps the new directors will assist in setting values and involving the coin in more crypto development use cases. As a result, additional meme coins will adopt the same strategy. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.